You know what I'm talking about.
Oh boy. You know what episode it is, everybody.
It's the herpes episode.
It's episode 105. Let's see what word Jim says today to get us banned.
We're back, baby. Like a bad case of herpes. I got us banned 2 weeks in a row.
What if they ban you for that?
For another H word?
Honestly, nothing surprises me at this point.
Yeah, for real.
For being honest.
2 weeks ago, I got banned for saying an H word. Last week, I got banned for saying a G word. Just crazy. Chat, drop in the comments what letter you want me to try and get us banned for this week.
Boy.
Guys, let's see. Are we live yet? Here we go. We're live.
We
All
are
right.
Live.
Bing bong. There's your mom. Okay. All right. We have a fun, maybe, I don't know. It's fun for me. Maybe it's not fun for you. We have a fun-filled episode for you this week, everybody. Chath, you gave us a scripty. We've got some topics to go over. We've got, we've
Still
got,
good.
shout out to the Lissas for giving us a couple topics to go over today. PSA, Google's new AI video generator thing, it's getting a little out of control. And I just want to be very clear. If there's ever any Instagram, TikTok, Facebook accounts that are messaging you and they are asking for anything, like hit us up on our personal accounts before you agree to do anything, which you can find on the website. Because not even trying to be funny, but like for real though, we're going to go over a lot of catfishing articles today.
Oh, dude, I love catfish.
So, like the food or the concept? Yes. Just for real though, like PSA, like just be safe on the internet, everybody. Like, not even trying to be funny, just for real. Be safe on the internet because the new AI videos, dude, sometimes they're legitimately hard to tell.
It's a fun, dangerous place, everybody.
Yep.
It's like the real world.
And I believe someone quote me on this who's a little bit smarter and able to read political phrases with more intelligence than I. But I believe that the part of the big, beautiful bill that they just deregulated AI at the state level for the next 10 some years. So who fucking knows what wild, wild west we're about to get into on the internet with AI videos. So for real, everybody, Midwest Sadbois PSA, be safe on the internet. Make sure you know who you're talking to. If you're sharing personal information, you're giving out credit cards,
feet pics, whatever. You just be careful.
Just legitimately be careful.
Yep.
Clarissa, thanks for being here.
One
Shout
of the
out to
Issas.
one of the Issas is here for one of the topics they shared last week. So thanks for being here. Let me go find Chathew's script and we can jump right into the topics. Do you have anything you'd like to update on before we get started? Where is Chathew? There he is.
Dude, I forgot all of my topics. I'm glad that I sent them to you already.
Don't worry. That's what Chathew's for. That's why we keep record.
Dude, thank God for Chathew.
When I asked him to make that image
good.
yesterday.
That was good.
Let's see. Ooh, whoa, we've got sounds happening. Who's sharing
I didn't
things?
turn the sound down, but Beardless Wonder.
Was that on your phone or was that
that was
on
on my
this?
phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, #1 glitter badge.
You're insane, my guy. Appreciate the roses. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. Of course, we are the Midwest Sad Boys. I'm Jim.
I am Jason.
As he mentioned earlier, this is episode 105. Let's get into the topics today. We have we delve into the unexpected twist of music, tech, culture. Today's episode is a journey through the uncanny, the mysterious, and the downright bizarre. Let's dive in. That's a very general, broad.
Hey. real quick, before we do that dive, though.
Sure. Who wants to hear a C-section joke? Fuck yeah, I want to hear a C-section joke.
Let's do it. I want to hear it.
Y'all broke your boy Dig. Let's see what kind. Let's see what kind of C-section joke you got for us today.
Wow.
No pressure. Everybody's listening.
Everyone's watching right now. Make sure it's good.
Yeah. Podcast land. Make sure you leave in the comments if this man's joke is good or not.
If it's bad, we're going to tell you.
We're going to take a quick hydration break while we wait for him to make his joke.
Yeah, drink more water, feel more better. Jim, no money back guarantee.
You heard it here folks. First, folks.
If you want something better than water, Monster. Ultra Blue Hawaiian. 0 calories.
I don't think I've had that one.
0 sugar.
Derek says, don't smack the scar and say, nice cut, G.
Wow.
I like your cut, G. Brother, you better hurry up with this joke. We're going to move on.
We got to move into this podcast.
Shame.
We'll come back.
While we're waiting, make sure you hit up the website, MidwestSadbois.com. Scroll to the bottom, check out the P.O. Box, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope. We will return stickers to you. I did find out how much stamps cost, by the way, while I was at the post office the other day. Take a guess.
35 cents.
You fucking wish, my guy.
Oh, no.
Them bitches are 78 cents now for one stamp. I told you, them tarifs are no joke,
guys,
bro.
so for $1.56, you can get 2 stamps that will come to us, and we will send you stickers.
Yes.
We're going backwards in a digital world full of AI. We're giving you a physical product for $1.56.
You literally cannot find stickers that cheap anywhere else.
I'm telling you.
I believe this man's joke is not going to come through.
I don't think it's going to come through. Someone, Bill Snide is a number 3 gifter and said, kiss. Nah, man.
If you hit number 1 and maybe on the OnlyFans.
Do we still explore each other's bodies? Nah.
She says, I want to get googly eyes tattooed over my scar so it looks like a smiley face. That would be hilarious. Full support.
All right. We got to get into our first topic. We'll come back to chat here in a minute, okay?
So everybody should know, if I say Murphy's Law, everyone just went, oh boy, collectively. So everybody knows that Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And this was one of your topics. So tell me what happened, my guy. What happened to you?
So, I think it's fair to say that everybody at some point in their life, especially when it comes to like finances, you get to a point where you're like, all right, I'm in a spot where all I got to do is this last thing and I'm finally caught up, right?
Oh boy. Yeah. Yep.
And then all of a sudden you got to buy new tires and get an alignment and you drop $800.
Oh man. Yeah. Been there.
Brother. Like, it's like, you work so hard to get bills paid off, to get more work. I'm like, if people who don't know, I work for myself. I'm a photographer, videographer, creative, social media manager, do all those things. So like,
MidwestCreative.com.
MidwestCreative.us.
.us, my apologies.
So I do all these things, like we work, we make money, we try to pay off bills, we're trying to be responsible. And you're like, dude, we're so close.
Absolutely.
We're so close. And then $800 gone, absolutely gone because tires. And what it is. So I used to go to Walmart to get my oil changes because, again, it's all about money, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're cheaper than everyone else. But what I found out is they don't top off fluids like everyone else does.
Oh, no.
Right? And then if you want to have them rotate your tires, which you should do every oil change, right? It's like every single time I'm like, hey, can you rotate the tires too? Yeah, absolutely. It'd be like 3 or 4 hours.
That's insane. It does not take that long.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So then I don't do it, and I don't do it, and then it's been 15,000 miles and my tires haven't been rotated. So then my alignment's out. My tires, 3 of the 4 are completely stripped and starting to feather. So it's like, hey, you have to get new tires. Oh, also, by the way, you're out of coolant completely.
Yeah.
Like
coolant, like radiator coolant? Are you leaking coolant, my dude?
No leak. I just have been taking my car to Walmart for 2 years. So it's never been filled up.
Oh.
So they're like, yeah, if you would have driven, the 10 hours you have in the next 2 days, you probably would have had some crazy engine issues.
Holy shit.
So like things also happen for a reason.
Yes.
But like Murphy's Law hitting hard. So hard this week.
Let's see what has been my Murphy's Law. Thankfully, I haven't had a Murphy's Law incident recently, so now I probably just jinxed myself. But I can't think of any off the top of my head. You had just mentioned that you have a 10-hour drive coming up. Where are you going, man?
Dude, I'm going back to Ohio. I got to do some...
Where are we going?
Paul's Gamer Zone.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Taking videos and photos.
Sick.
Social media.
Shout out to Paul's Gamer Zone. Hit him up on the socials.
Massillon, Ohio. If you go to the social media pages, it's me. I do those.
You said you're selling some cards this weekend?
Selling some cards, probably going to buy some things. It's a great place for trading cards, trading card accessories. If you play games, you're in the Massillon, Canton, Cleveland area, Paul's Gamer Zone, great place. Go check them out.
Appreciate that one. Thanks for support those that support us. We appreciate that. Chat, what instances of Murphy's Law have you guys run into lately? If you have any, hit us up in the comments or shoot us an email at the website or anything like that. We'd love to share your stories. We'd love to do some fan engagement to get, just kind of bring you guys in on the episode, make it a little bit more interactive. So I have a couple of articles to go over while we are on the subject of bad things happening.
Oh, love that.
This one you probably heard, right? You heard about the recent plane crash over in San Diego?
I have not.
You think I don't think you think you haven't, but I'm pretty sure you have. So recently, probably a couple weeks ago, there was a crash in San Diego. San Diego. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and I just, brain power doesn't work like that.
No. Never.
A private Cessna crashed into the Murphy Canyon neighborhood in San Diego. Yeah, see, Murphy Canyon. While attempting to land at the Montgomery Gibbs Executive Airport, the crash resulted in the deaths of all 6 passengers on board, including notable figures in the music industry, such as Dave Shapiro, who was the co-founder of Sound Talent Group.
I thought it was a helicopter. I didn't think it was a plane. Either way.
To my knowledge, it was a plane.
Either way. Aircraft.
Yes. And Daniel Williams, the former driver of the Devil Wears Prada. That's why I knew you knew. You just didn't know you knew.
Yeah. I just thought it was a helicopter.
That was Kobe.
Same thing.
And there was also the helicopter that crashed into, what was it, the Hudson Bay? Not even a month ago. So lots of aircrafts just falling out of the skies, folks. Just, heaven forbid we fire a bunch of people who work at the FAA or anything like that and then just wonder why bad shit's...
Why would you ever do that? Anyway.
I digest.
Yeah.
The incident occurred amid heavy fog, and investigators noted that the airport's runway lights and weather alert system were not operational at the time. It's a bummer when, someone pretty close to like one of the bands you like is like, damn, that sucks.
I literally have a Devil Wears Prada tattoo on my finger. I absolutely love them.
Bing bong, there it is.
Yeah, so that is very saddening. They're very unfortunate.
It's crazy. It was also like the aircraft like landed on a house.
Oh, on a house.
Oh yeah, it didn't just crash into the ground.
That's what I get for cliff reading articles, dude.
One would think you might miss a couple details. Yeah, dude, it fucking hit like homes. Luckily, no one. Well, I mean, yes. Luckily, no one in the homes was injured. However, all of the passengers on the plane, unfortunately, did not survive, which is just sad and very unfortunate. While we're talking about music, you had an article, or you wanted to talk about the current trend in the music industry of masked bands. We've talked many a times about Sleep Token and some of the previous connoisseurs of the masked music genre, Slipknot. Who else would you put up in the category there?
There's so what? Slipknot's one of them.
Ghost, another notable name. Sleep Token, obviously.
Sleep Token.
You had shown me that President band the other day.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about real quick though, because I just saw this come through. Radioactive Recluse. Someone said, "Can you shout out my brother Gabe Owners? It's his birthday and he loves your videos." Gabe, what's up, dude? Happy birthday!
Thanks for being here, bud.
Yeah. So masked musicians. It's interesting to me because, like, I've been following Sleep Token since like 2020, and even back then they were like, "Oh, masked collective, anonymous collective of musicians," and blah blah blah. And like, yeah, there have been masked bands before. I mean, you think of like, even like Kiss, it weren't masked, but there was face paint, so you didn't really exactly know what they looked like.
Fair.
There's been a lot of bands over the years. I think even, doesn't somebody in Limp Bizkit wear a mask? A few of them
Fucking
do.
Wes Borland.
Yeah.
That dude's nutty. His outfits are insane.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that do it, but I feel like we're going to see more of it. Mainly because of the reaction that Sleep Token is getting, the insane rise in popularity that Sleep Token is getting. And I was thinking about that when I was listening to President the other day. And I'm like, man, I just really want them to come out with more music because I really like that one song, but I want to hear more.
It was a banger.
Yeah. So like, I have a feeling, I'm calling it right now, episode 105, I'm calling it.
Noted.
In the next year, we're probably going to see at least 2 or 3 more masked bands or anonymous collectives come out because of the insane popularity that Sleep Token is getting, and it's not just because of the mask concept, but like even like President and Sleep Token, very similar sound.
Agreed.
You know, the heavier synth piano based, like electronic and heavy with a lot of clean vocals. You know, so there's a lot to it, but I really feel like we might see a resurgence in the masked bands, and I'm all here for it.
Oh, absolutely. We stand behind that for sure. So to play devil's advocate, do you think that the current scene of, you know, having the masks or being anonymous in the music industry is because of just like the state of everything that's going on right now of like, oh, we're trying to dox the dude from Sleep Token. That's why Vessel has all these songs about like, just leave me alone and let me make music, or else like we're gonna shut this all shit down. Like, I'm just reading between the lines here, but you get what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with the rise and popularity of the internet just being so focused on like wanting to know everything at all times. Like, I want to make music, you know, or even Marshmello was one of the bigger ones in the EDM world, right? No one knew who Marshmello was for the longest fucking time. And he stood for, you know, it doesn't matter who I am, just listen to the music, be happy.
For what it is.
We're all mellow gang and we're all having a good time, right? And Vessel's here, you know, we're just trying to spread the message from what are they doing again?
The deity of sleep.
Yeah, right. That's insane. Right. So like that's their whole gimmick, is being these faceless people that are just spreading these messages. And then you have the internet doing what the internet does best and just ruining it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what happened to Sleep Token before their last album came out, was like people were trying to dig in and find who the members were and like leaked socials and names. And then Sleep Token just erased everything from their social media. And
which is bonkers.
Made people wait, because it's like you can't have nice things. And now in a lot of the new songs, they literally talk about how fame has affected them.
Yeah.
And people are saying their real name to get a rise out of one of the lyrics in the songs. And it's like, man, you can't just let people have nice things. You have to go and like obsess over it and ruin it for other people.
I think Chad hits the nail on the head here. I think it shifts the focus to the music itself, but some will mistake it for attention seeking.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, ooh, bands with masks are in right now. Let me just toss on this mask and go make a song. And it's like, well, I mean,
bandwagoner.
Yeah, right. Like, where were you 10 years ago or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, and real quick, I just want to shout this out because I saw it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Radioactive Recluse. Yeah, I see what you did there. Gay boners. Gay boners. I support dick jokes. So.
Hugh Jassman is right next to Gay Boners. You fell for it, though.
I did. I don't even care. I support it.
That's his cousin, Mike Hawk.
Dude, don't get us banned again.
Oh, yeah, for real. Yeah, see, I'm going to get banned for a C word this week.
Yeah, like the chicken. The
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah,
the chicken.
right, a rooster.
The rooster.
In GTA 5.
In GTA 5.
Let's see. So I opened the show with a message about, you know, the rise of AI videos and how so easily you can fall into the trap of getting catfished or deceived by these new AI videos that just you see it and you're like, this doesn't seem real, but like maybe it's real. I don't know. Like I find myself catching or at least like taking 5 extra seconds before I'm like, ooh, should I share that? I don't want to be the one to share an AI video.
In like Facebook and a lot of other platforms, they don't like control that anymore. They don't have filters for AI and regulating that.
Yeah, exactly.
They stopped.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's insane.
And like imagine like one of your buddies, right? Someone shares a thing and it's like, oh my God, look what happened on the news. And like, it turns out to be AI. And then you're like, oh damn, now I look dumb.
Right,
you know?
Right.
I don't want to be the one.
That's why I legitimately check everything with ChatGPT.
With Chathew?
With Chathew. Good old Chat.
You got to check with Chathew first?
I literally have it set as my lock screen where the flashlight was. I have it set to open ChatGPT.
That's fucking bonkers.
So I literally just click it. I'm like, did this actually happen? No. Great. Thank you.
You don't think we're ever going to get to a point where like the AI bots are in on it together and they're like, LOL, watch this. Hey, did this thing actually happen? Oh yeah, totally, bro.
And
like,
they start a massive like,
yup.
Oh,
when the AI bots bro down and just like they become cool with each other and they're in on it, like in the background of the servers, and they're like, LOL, check this out. They have like cyber Facebook for AI bots. You've heard of the dead internet theory, right?
No. Learn me.
For real?
Learn me.
So the dead internet theory is that supposedly over 75%, someone quote me on the percentage of this, but over 75% of all internet engagement is by bot accounts now. And so that like now with the rise of the AI videos, we're seeing it become more popular where like an AI YouTube channel makes an AI video and then you have AI bots commenting on the AI channel, right? So it's just this whole thing where not a single real person engaged or interacted or created this whole thing. And then somehow, imagine you as, a content creator, self-employed content creator, you monetize that. You did literally nothing except and then now you're just making passive income from AI generated content.
People do it.
Yeah, no, it's happening now. But like, imagine it's with the introduction of the new AI technology. Now it's just going to get even worse. We're gonna have to start going back to like hanging out at the mall and like not being on the internet all the time.
I mean, kind of good.
Have you heard of World ID? I have not. Please share an article. We'd love to read about it.
Learn us something
today. So, right, I started off at the beginning of the show, the whole concept of like getting catfished and making sure that you are safe on the internet, because even celebrities get in, which I'm sure celebrities are often the main targets of like catfishing scams, but like even celebrities can fall victim to other catfishing scams with other celebrities. So last week, shout out to the Issas for giving us a couple of topics to look up. I went in and found some articles to share with everybody. Yeah. So of course, links will be in the show notes if you want to read the full articles yourself. But we're going to do some quick Cliff Notes breakdowns. So last week I mentioned the Brad Pitt scam. Do you remember that? Sorry, my nose is really itchy today.
Are you scratching your ear?
Now I'm not scratching my ear.
Oh, I was going to say, wait a minute, you're anatomy confused right now.
I breathe through my ears. Did you know that?
Oh, that's crazy.
Derek, I got your link. I'll have to read it here in a moment, or maybe another day, and then we'll share it next week on the podcast. So last week I mentioned the Brad Pitt scam. Do you recall that by chance?
Vaguely.
So a lady fell. Dude, my nose. What is going on? I'm so sorry, everybody. My nose is so fucking itchy. I don't know what's going on.
Dude.
Okay, so
someone's talking about you or something, right? Is that what it is?
Is that? I thought if your ear was itchy, you were coming into money, and if your hand or maybe your palm itched, you were coming into money, and if your ear itched, someone was talking about you. I don't know about the nose one though. I also don't believe in like those weird old wives'
Someone's
tales.
talking shit about you. That's what it is.
Fuck them. So let's see. Brad Pitt, how it happened and what we can learn from this. So a French woman who believed she was in a romantically involved relationship with actor Brad Pitt is the stark reminder of the vulnerabilities that we face online. Fortunately, we can learn from this incident by learning from her unfortunate mistakes. Would you like to take a guess at how much money these individuals were able to scam from this woman by pretending to be Brad Pitt and said that he was having kidney problems and he was going into surgery and needed money because kidney problems. He needed money for a kidney surgery because his bank accounts were tied up in his ongoing divorce from Angelina Jolie. So how much money do you think that they were able to get from this woman?
One of the Issas said 40K. I'm going to guess 75K.
Both of you are so ice cold, it is ridiculous. These individuals were able to manipulate this woman for $850,000. With it, what?
How?
Oh, because he needed $1 million for his kidney surgery. So they were able to swindle this woman out of $850,000 fucking dollars. Oh, she says 80K, not even close. Still,
How?
Right?
How'd you just hit the jackpot and find the one woman who's got, $850,000
Spare dollars? Yeah.
Just to spare.
It's like a numbers game, man. You literally just spam emails and hope that someone replies back. And then if you just, lonely heart scams, dude, those people, they know it's sad, but they know what to do. So the woman was also going through a divorce of her own. So she was emotionally vulnerable. She financially had the means to do it, which is just bonkers.
She gave it all to Brad Pitt instead of her ex-husband.
She could give us $850,000, and I'll pretend to be
She
whoever
couldn't
she
pay
wants
her
me
husband
to be.
half the money if she didn't have it.
I'll pretend to be whoever she wants me to be if she's giving me $850K.
I'll be
just
Brad
Pitt. Absolutely.
I look nothing like him.
Well, just what?
Way bigger.
True. So the whole thing came to light after Brad Pitt publicly debuted his relationship with his new woman. I don't know how to pronounce her name, at the Venice Film Festival, and the contradiction exposed the deception, and then the woman finally realized that she was the victim here. However, Mr. Pitt did recently speak out, according to Variety, condemning the scammers for taking advantage of the strong bond between fans and celebrities. That seems like this,
there's no strong bond,
like such a PR statement. Like, brother, you've got $1 bajillion. Like, help this woman get some of her restitution back. Like, be a bro and be like, look, we're not going to be dating, but like, let me give you some of that money back, which is just bonkers. So, again, PSA to everybody out there listening in podcast land, just be mindful of who you're talking to on the internet. If someone is asking for money, don't ever let them pressure you into sending it now. Or, oh my God, I need it. I need X amount of dollars for kidney surgery. Or your grandson's in jail and we need $50,000 for bail. Or you have to pay your taxes back in Apple gift cards. The government,
no.
Bro, remember how many of these we had to deal with at the Blue Store? Do
Yep.
you, on average, how many of those do you think we dealt with in a month?
It's got to be at least like 10.
10?
At least.
I was going to say like 6 or 7.
Because I remember at least a few coming over to mobile with like the Apple gift cards.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, I want $3,000 in Best Buy gift cards. Like, no, you don't.
No,
Who's telling you need $3,000 in Best Buy gift cards?
If you have $3,000 to spend on Best Buy gift cards, just buy the thing you're going to buy with the gift cards.
Right. Or like, oh yeah, I need $2,000 in Apple gift cards. It's for my grandson's graduation. Like, I don't believe you.
Just give him the money. Go to the Apple store with him and buy his MacBook for him.
Bond with him. Take him to the Apple store. Let him do it that way. Don't do it.
Bonkers, dude. And yeah, dude, around Christmas time, that shit was so common. Remember, we had to institute a policy of like, if it was X amount of dollars, you had to call a manager. And like, now that I work at a bank, I see this shit happen so often, dude. It's sad. It really is sad. For real, everybody, be safe on the internet. Establish a code word with your families. Have you heard about that?
No. The pineapple?
Well, whatever your code word is, it's something that like the scammers wouldn't be able to guess. We'll circle back to chat here in just a second. For real though, with the invention of like AI voice, especially because of how often our voices are on the internet, it would not shock me if someone could create an AI voice of us. So like you should have a code word for your families. Like, for example, if a scammer was to call your mom and be like, hey, it's Jason and I need $500 in Apple gift cards. I'm in trouble, right? Like your mom should say, oh, what's our password? And like, it would be something that only you and your mom would know, right?
That's smart.
Then she would say, what's the password? And the AI bot would be like, tennis shoe. And you're like, she's like, wrong, click, hangs up and calls you immediately. So tell your grandparents, tell your elderly parents, your elderly grandparents, your fucking nieces and nephews who are like too stupid to recognize AI videos and shit like that. Like everybody needs to be aware of this. I'm on my high horse and I'm on my soapbox and I will be until the cows come home. This shit is, I see it every day at work, folks. I genuinely, you have to be safe on the internet because it's It's lawless. It's literally lawless, and shit can go
100%.
sideways real quick.
Especially in this era, this 2025.
Yeah, for real. So let's circle back to chat here. Let's see. Chat says, I had 4 jail bails today alone. These poor grannies crying. You don't have to get into too much detail, but what do you mean by you had 4 jail bails? I understand that it was probably callers or scammers attempting to say, oh, your grandson is in jail and we need these. Like, what do you do? How are you getting these calls? I'm curious. And she says, but not a single one called their grandkids to verify. Did they actually give out money, or were you able to stop these potential scammers before it actually went through to be negative? I'm curious. Ooh. Pineapple juice, good code.
Is that our code, Derek? Pineapple juice?
Well, you can't say it out loud because now the AI bot will know.
Question mark?
Raspberry sauce. So getting back to where we started with the articles, celebrities are usually the ones that the scammers will use as their what's the word I'm looking for?
Online persona.
Thank you. I'm just drawing a blank right now, trying to think and talk at the same time. But celebrities can also fall victim to this. So again, shout out to one of the lists for this article. Let me pop this open in the reader so that all these fucking ads go away. This is ridiculous. Everyone on Podcast Land knows that I have mentioned Mr. Ronald Radke many a times, lead singer of the band Falling in Reverse. I've talked to you about him. You've listened to the man, banger band. But someone pretended to be him on Snapchat and messaged Tommy Lee's wife. You know, Tommy Lee from Motley Crue, the Tommy Lee, Mr. Big Dong
Sir
himself.
Tommy Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas Lee himself. Mr. Big Dong, what's Bucky's actor's name? Because he played Tommy in the Pam and Tommy.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, Mr. Sebastian Stan persona himself. He was Tommy Lee in the Hulu documentary, which was really good. His wife fell victim to a Snapchat video catfish scheme where she thought she was talking to Mr. Ronald Radke from Falling in Reverse, shared photos, shared videos. This man was like, oh, yeah, come on out to my house at X, Y, and Z location. And this chick showed up and was like, I'm here, slid in his actual DMs on Instagram and was like, I'm outside the house. Where are you? And he was like, what are you talking about? So then Tommy Lee catches wind of what's going on. So then these two start having an internet feud because that's just what Ronnie does, which is hilarious. Let's see. Yep. So she being the wife, shares some information. Last night they had me drive out to your fucking house in Hawthorne to meet up, and I don't know if this is just some joke and you and your girl were like laughing at it or whatever. And like, dude, I'm not trying to start shit. I'm not that kind of person. But yeah, she totally just drove up to this dude's house.
Right.
So like, are you trying to start shit or are you not trying to start shit? I'm curious. But like, just know that even people who are famous and celebrities and have lots of money and appear to be intelligent figures in society can also fall victim to, you know, catfishing scams. So we are not immune to this.
No.
None of us. Let's see. What else do we got here? Let's circle back to chat. So she says, grandma's coming into the bank saying that my grandkid is in jail and needs bail. It's always 80 plus in the danger.
Always.
So you also work at a bank. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying. All right. Scammer was the one on the phone of those times as well.
Dude, so many times. I remember the one time a woman came in to the Blue store and Nick came up and the scammer called this woman back while she was in the store. And he took the phone and he's like, yeah, no, she's not giving you any of this money. Do not call her again. I'm telling you exactly what's going on. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And hung up. This woman had like in the teens of thousands in her car.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, ma'am, please go to a bank and put all of that back. And she had already bought a bunch of gift cards elsewhere.
Yeah, didn't she go to like Walmart and get like got Amazon cards
like
or something
a bunch
like that?
at other stores. Like, dude, woo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do. I always take the phone and talk to them. Yes. Shout out to good citizens who try to help everybody.
Have you ever watched Scammer Payback?
Fuck yeah, dude. Pierogi's so cool.
Dude. I love that channel on YouTube.
Yes.
When I worked at Yelp, I was watching those like all day long, not making calls. Was watching Scammer Payback, PokeRev videos, Beard Meats Food, but I was watching YouTube all day. But yes.
Kip Boga's my guy.
Who?
Kip Boga.
I don't know who that is.
He's another scammer guy.
Okay.
He does a lot of the, he has like a voice changer.
Yeah.
And he pretends to be a sad grandma and
Yeah.
tries to get him on the phone.
Dude, I love when Pierogi does that.
Yes.
It's like, I'm
So
in the car
good.
right now, but I'm getting pulled over. Hold on.
Yes.
And he just like drags these out for so long. It's so great. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Chat has a question for you,
Jason,
sir.
are you trying to get people to come see you when you come up? Yeah, sure. I'm going to be at the Gamer Zone probably Friday and Saturday night and probably sometime on Sunday. So come hang out. It'll be fun. It'll be great.
We love plugs here every now and then.
Absolutely.
So let's see. So that was all of the articles I had for today. We're going to keep this short and sweet because your boy over here has got to go to Betty Bye so he can get up and drive tomorrow. Big time drive when he goes to Paul's Gamer Zone.
Paul's
tomorrow.
Gamer Zone.
So speaking of Gamer Zone, you wanted to touch on the Switch 2 release, which I believe is happening now. So in podcast land, it was last week, but in real time, it's right now.
Yeah. So they posted a video the other day showing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, a game that came out like a year and a half or so ago, playing on the Switch 2 in 60 frames a second.
I did see that.
You did? And it looks better.
It's insane. It shouldn't be that good.
But the crazy thing is, the Switch that's out now, the OLED Switch, if they just put like a proper like heat sink on it, it could also play 60 frames a second.
I also saw that like inside the game there was like more spawns and there was like more fluid movements and there wasn't the frame rate drop is obviously the biggest one, but
So like if you are really into Nintendo games, it's probably going to be worth it eventually. But they're already saying like Mario Kart, how they were talking about it being open world, that it's absolutely awful.
oh no.
They took away a lot of like items like the banana peel, the green shell, and like the open world. They said, I can't remember paraphrasing. You drive out in this open world and there's like next to nothing in the environment.
Oh no.
Like hardly anything like interactive. There's like, it's literally just an open landscape and there's nothing there.
So were they trying to go Forza status where you could like just drive around and like other players would be driving around at the same time?
You're supposed to be able to play with your friends, right? And drive around with your friends. But they're saying like you can do those things, but the environment that you're in is like
Garbage
and pointless.
Boo.
Paying $80 for that, brother?
Boo.
That is not very banana bread at work, dude.
Yeah, fuck no. How like opposite of hell yeah. Yeah, dude, how are you going to charge me more and then take away features that you said was going to be in the game? That don't make no sense.
No. I honestly I was talking to Derek and our friend Sean the other day. Shout out, boys. I don't think I'm going to get a Switch 2 until it's like, hey, this new Pokemon game that's getting like rave reviews for being everything everyone ever wanted is coming out and it's Switch 2 only.
Ooh.
That's the only time I'll see myself getting one because I don't play my Switch as it is now.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $450 to have 30 frames a second better on games I'm barely going to play.
Fair. Absolutely fair point. I saw that they had accidentally sent out Switches early. Did you see these articles or read these stories?
I think so, yeah.
So they had sent out some of the Switches early, pre-orders or whatever they were, but they were arriving to customers' houses weeks in advance. And so they were doing these unboxing videos and then they took it out of the box and turned it on and it was like locked
Can't use it yet.
because it required a day one patch and the day one patch hadn't been put out yet. So these people basically paid whatever the price of a new Switch is to get it day one. Well, day minus 7.
5 days from now, yeah.
Yeah, day minus 7, but you literally couldn't do anything with it. Like you couldn't even get into the menus to like set up your account or play the $10 fucking test pilot game that should have been free. Speaking of which, I have something to talk about on that. It was just like, oh, cool. Here's your here's your Switch, I guess. Enjoy it in 2 weeks when we turn it all on.
You have a really great paperweight for 2 weeks.
So remember when they first announced the Switch 2, and then there was the demo game that was going to be $10?
Yep.
So they have also, now that the games are out for realsies, now some of the later air quote levels in that demo game require accessories to complete the levels in the game. So not only did you have to pay for the demo game of the system, you then have to go and purchase additional accessories like a screen shield. And it taught you how to put the screen shield on, because it's touchscreen, right?
Get out of here.
Yeah. So like you couldn't you had to buy extra controllers or this, that, and the third of like accessory packs or like extra batteries or plugs or screen shields to interact with this $10 game that you had to buy to just beat this little fucking $10 game. That's insane. We are going in the wrong direction. We are charging for too many things these days. Not that things should be free, but like if you're spending $600 on a console, some of this shit should come included, right? Remember when you used to buy a PS2 from Circuit City when they first came out? How many controllers would you get in the box? Fucking 2?
2 controllers, 2 memory cards.
Yeah.
3 games.
Now you get the system and a battery, and you got to buy the controller separate. Not true. It usually comes with one controller. You got to buy your second controller. So God forbid you and your spouse or your little brother want to play, MLB The Show on the couch together. There's another $75 for a controller right off the rip. Yep. What's that? Oh, your Switch 2 with your touchscreen OLED 60 frames a second screen. Now you got to buy a screen shield for it because heaven forbid your 7-year-old kid gets ketchup on his fingers and now you got a sticky screen literally out of the box. Everything it's all the big money machine and something's going to crash real soon. Do you think it's going to be the economy? Do you think it's going to be the video game industry?
Yes.
Is it going to be the music industry?
No.
Movies? What do you think? What do you think is going to be the first thing to go when we can't afford anything?
So, okay, what we say? We say economy, absolutely. Video game industry, they'll lower their prices before they crash. Yeah, because they kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
The music industry, I think ticket prices are going to drive people away from live shows to where they'll have to lower their prices, or more people will have the set price and require tickets like what Sleep Token did for their last tour, required tickets to be resold only back to like Ticketmaster
face value,
and they had to be sold again at face value because ticket gouging and price gouging, dude, even like WWE, like any of the good seats now, like it used to be like me and Gio got floor for like $150 each or something.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
No.
For what ends up being a 3-hour show to be on the floor, it's good.
Yeah.
Our last tickets we got them for like $125 each. Great seats. Those seats now, on average, are $215.
Bonkers.
They just keep going up. So the only cheap seats are the ones that are way in the fucking nosebleeds, and they're like $80. Like
no one's buying those.
No, to go like that, like you could literally just watch it at home. Honestly. I don't know, man. So I think a lot of the entertainment type industry is going to suffer from increased prices because there's literally no reason to be increasing these prices, right? Nothing's changed.
Nope.
So it's not like you've given everybody a raise and you have to cover costs somewhere. But I think like the movie industry, you're seeing that with Marvel. They stopped a lot of the TV series to focus more on movies because they're spending millions and millions on TV shows that aren't doing great, and then the movie turnout is low because they're not putting enough into movies.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of industries are going to have to shift to get back to being like where everything is going well again.
Absolutely. I completely agree. I think in terms of like what people are going to start cutting back on when shit inevitably hits the fan, when things become too expensive, I agree with you. Live music probably gonna tank, or at least expensive stadium tours and big shows, right? Yeah. So like we've seen shout out to the All American Rejects for doing college shows. Have you
so cool, dude.
Right?
So cool.
Megan and I watched the one they were at Mississippi ?
One of those places.
Yeah, they played at like the fucking front yard of a frat house. They played like a 4-song set. And then the cops showed up and they were like, all right, you got to go. But like, still though, imagine just being at good old Kent State. Hey, brother, fucking,
All American
I don't know,
jokes.
Data members playing down at the fucking Kappa Beta Sigma house. And you're like, fuck yeah. And then you just like rock up for like $10 or whatever it is. And you get to see like 4 or 5 of Data member songs instead of paying, $400 to maybe get a general admission to a big old stadium. Nah, dude, something's got to give for sure.
I saw there was a lot of music festivals are seeing huge declines.
Absolutely.
Like, dude, I don't want to pay $200 a day to go to a 3-day festival. Like, no thanks.
And a $30 bottle of water.
Yeah, just pick all the good bands from the 3 days, put them all on one day, and charge $200. I'll take that.
And we'll call it Warped Tour, and it'll be fucking fun.
Oh my God, that's a genius idea. Holy shit.
Who would have ever guessed, right?
Holy God, damn, dude, that's a great idea.
I wanted to go see the Armor MMA fight, but tickets was way too much, chat says. I don't know what Armor MMA is, but it sounds... Wait, is that the one where the dudes get to dress in full suits of like knight armor and beat the shit out of each other with swords? Because that sounds fucking awesome.
That sounds great.
Have you not seen any of those videos?
No.
Dude, they're fantastic. They're like underground fight rings. And the one I saw, like the ring or the octagon, whatever, was made out of like pallets. They were like stacked up and like nailed together. Chat everyone says yes. And these dudes had like full on fucking suits of armor. I'm sure that the swords were not sharpened to be like actually lethal, but they were still very large swords and they were beating the shit out of each other with these things.
That sounds
like
awesome.
Two-handed fucking great swords, just overhand strikes to like metal like knight suit of armor. It was wild. Shout out to the Armor MMA. Chat loves it. We love it. You should love it. It's cool.
I'll check it out. That sounds awesome.
Absolutely. Alrighty. I think that's everything I had on my list today. Is there anything you want to go over before we wrap it up?
Let's wrap this boy up. We'll stay on TikTok for like 5 minutes and hang out, talk a little bit, but
yeah, everyone out in podcast land, this is a little shorter one. We were a little kind of ping-pongy on the topics today, so thanks for sticking around. This was what's the music choice today? Can we get some medieval
music? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Some knockoff Wish Game of Thrones music.
Ready? 1, 2. There it is. Oh yeah, I like that.
Dude, this makes me just want to like fucking charge into battle and just give me a Morning Star, and I just want to swing it around and smack somebody and impale them in their face with a big old spike. That's so cool.
100%.
I would not have survived in medieval times.
No, I'd be like a cook. I'd be in the tents. Absolutely.
I want to be the blacksmith. Let me make the weapons. I don't want to have to fight.
No, that sounds like way too much work. Way too much work.
Alrighty, chat. As always, I'm Jim.
And I'm Jason.
We are the Midwest Sadbois. This has been episode 105. Make sure you hit up all the social media platforms where you can find us. Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Amazon.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora.
Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, literally anywhere that you listen to podcasts, we're there. YouTube, shout out to you guys still. You're undefeated in podcast plays. Thank you.
Genuinely, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit us individually up on all of our social medias. We'd love to have some fan engagement.
Let's be friends.
I was told that we need to get a Discord going.
Yeah.
It's something I'm working on in the background. It does take time to put up something that I deem presentable, that we're ready to release, but it is in the works. We're working on a Discord for everybody. That'll be fun for you guys to share links. Give us topic ideas. We can post the links for all the show notes and things like that, so you can read the articles that we share. Places for you to share funny memes and things like that. So it is something we have in the works. As always, hit up that website. Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope for
$1.56.
$1.56 for some stickers. You can't beat that in this economy right now.
We make nothing off this transaction.
Yeah, literally free 99.
Just friendship.
Yeah, we appreciate
just friendship.
I don't think I have anything else.
That's it. All
right.
No, girl, this medieval music's still going. We're about to wrap this up.
We're just gonna charge into battle and just die for our country. This has been your midweek Sad Boy update. Again, I'm Jim.
I'm Jason.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Love you. Say it back. Stay sad, y'all.
Bye.